أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم واذكر عبدنا أيوب إذ نادى ربه أني مسني الشيطان بنصب وعذاب اركض برجلك هذا مغتسل بارد وشراب ووهبنا له أهله ومثلهم معهم رحمة منا وذكرى لأولي الألباب وخذ بيدك ضغثا فاضرب به ولا تحنث إنا وجدناه صابرا نعم العبد إنه أواب صدق الله العظيم. وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Sād. The next mention is of Nabi Ayyub ala nabiyina wa alayhi salatu wassalam. It is famously mentioned that he was afflicted with a sickness. The detail of that sickness is not mentioned in the Quran, and there is no specific hadith about it either. So therefore we do not try to determine the exact nature of that disease, although it is famously prevalent among the commoners that this was some skin disease where he had a lot of boils over his body, and he had come his body was in a very disagreeable state. The ulama have written that it is hard to believe that a person who is a Nabi of Allah would be put into such a sickness by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that people become aversive to them, because a Nabi is someone who is naturally attractive and people are attracted towards them and they follow them. So the ulama have said that it is hard to believe that such a sickness would have afflicted him. It would be any sickness, it could be any sickness, but the reality of that is not known. It has not been specified. The mention of Had Ayyub alayhi salam is here because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is enjoining patience upon our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, because the patience of Had Ayyub alayhi salam is famous and is known. وَاذْكُرْ عَبْدَنَا Ayyub, and remember our servant Ayyub, إِذْ نَادَى رَبَّهُ, when he called his Lord, saying, أَنِّي مَسَّنِيَ الشَّيْطَانُ بِنُصْبٍ وَعَذَابٍ, the shaitan has inflicted weariness and pain upon me, has put me through things which are tiring and difficult upon me. So the ulama have written that some mufassirin did go with that the affliction was actually caused by, the disease was actually caused by shaitan, and shaitan had asked Allah that let me, because Had Ayyub alayhi salam was being praised in the skies, and the shaitan said that allow me to put him into a test and give me power over this Nabi Ayyub alayhi salam. But again, this is also far from being easily believed, because again, a Nabi is free of control of shaitan, and it does not seem possible that Allah would have given shaitan a control over his Nabi. Rather, the meaning with which most discerning mufassirin have went with is that when he was sick, and he had been sick for a very long time, shaitan came to his wife, and he said that he came in the form of a physician, and he said that I am going to cure your husband upon one condition, that when he gets cured, you would say that this doctor cured me, this physician cured me, don't say that Allah cured me. And when he went away, his wife, who was a very pious lady and had served Had Ayyub alayhi salam for a very long time in these days of sickness, she mentioned this to Had Ayyub, that such and such person came, he was a doctor, and he said that he will treat you, but I will have to say that through him you got cured. Had Ayyub alayhi salam was disturbed by this, and he said that, oh my simple wife, it was shaitan, and now if I get cured, he sweared by it that I will punish you with hitting you with 100 sticks, because why did you fall in the trap of shaitan? Now Had Ayyub alayhi salam made this pact, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to him, Urkud bi rijlik hada muttasalun baridun wa sharab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, when he heard that shaitan is infiltrating his house in such a way, that is when he said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, Ya Allah, shaitan is putting me in a lot of pain, and I am becoming tired of this that it is going to such levels that shaitan is getting my people of the house to say things that might be taken as shirk. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala listened to his dua and cured him. Urkud bi rijlik, Allah said to him, strike the ground with your foot. Hada muqtasalun baridun wa sharab, here is a cool water for you to bathe and drink from. When he did so, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cured him. وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُ أَهْلَهُ وَمِثْلَهُمْ مَعَهُمْ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him family. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him children and the like of them besides. So Allah doubled their number. Rahmatan minna, all that is a mercy from us. وَذِكْرَى لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ, and therein is a reminder for the people of understanding. What is that reminder? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala definitely rewards someone who shows sabr and seeks refuge with Allah. Although the suffering might be long, but Allah is the reason why Allah is saying it here, rahmatan minna wa dhikra li ulil albab, that this is a mercy from us, and therein is instruction for you. There is lesson and reminder for the people who have mind, who have sense. So understand this, that when you ask Allah and you show patience, Allah definitely rewards people and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala multiplies for them. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him a hila. Hila is that sometimes what happens is that for example, this example had Ayyub alayhi salam, that he had made a pact, he had sworn by something and he was regretting it himself, that in that situation I made this pact, but my wife is such a pious lady and she has served me so well, and it was the trap of shaitan. So he did not feel that he should hit her and give her such a punishment. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, وَخُذْ بِيَدِكَ ضِغْثًا, make a stack, make a roll of 100 twigs. We said to him, take a bundle of thin twigs in your hand. فَضْرِبْ بِهِ, and strike her with it. وَلَا تَحْنَثْ, do not become a hanis, do not break your oath. So from this, Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi has found the mas'ala that if somebody makes such a pact that I will hit somebody 100 times, then they can make a bundle and hit them like this. That if there is 100 twigs, each 100 of the twigs will touch that person and the pact will be complete. And this is how Ayyub alayhi salam fulfilled his pact or his oath that he had made to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and did not become a hanis, which is a great sin, that a person makes a swears by something, takes a qasam and breaks it. There are a few things that we understand from this. Number one, such a pact or such an oath that is made, even if a person regrets it later on, we should try our best to fulfill it rather than trying to break it. But if it causes unnecessary pain or suffering for someone, undeserved pain, then we should try to find a hila. What is a hila? This is a hila, that the oath is also completed and the pain is also not inflicted. But remember, it should be that the intent of Shariat is not broken. Sometimes people say that we are doing, for example is given here in the tafsir, that when the time to pay zakat comes, husband says, all my wealth belongs to my wife. And then when the time for zakat is gone, then when some time passes, the wife with an understanding gives the wealth back. Then the next year they do the same thing. So this hila is not a shari'i hila, because this is trying to defeat the intent of Shariat. But if somebody has to do a hila in which the intent of Shariat is not disturbed, or we don't go against the intent of Shariat, then this is permissible. Otherwise, the Prophet ﷺ has said that if a hila is not possible, the Prophet ﷺ has said that if one of you swears by something and then later on finds out that doing against it is better, then they should do the better thing and give the kafara of the qasam. The swear, the oath that they are breaking, they should give kafara of it. They should compensate for it through the Shariat, appointed way of Shariat. Inna wajadnahu sabira. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we found him very patient, very enduring. Ni'mal abd. He was such a good servant. He was really an excellent servant. Innahu awwab. Surely he was great in turning towards us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the obedience to our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the ways of our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all the people of Quran, those who are very dear and special ones to us. To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.